And welcome back to the Murdy Creative Co podcast. I'm your host, Colin Murdy, and today's topic is new platform. But first, I want to say thank you to everyone who supported the company so far. If you haven't got a chance, go check us out on the web at murdycreative.co. That's M-U-R-D-Y creative.co. Or you can check us out on Facebook and Instagram by searching at murdycreative.co to see the best of our product shots. Follow us, keep up to date with our daily photos, and be the first one to know about new product launches. You can also use the subscribe button at the bottom of our website to be included in all of our new product announcements. Be sure to check out our laser engraving, personalization options, and exclusive colors, or you can get a blank one on Amazon Prime. All right, so last episode was a very long one. This one may or may not be long, depending on how much detail I want to go into. So bear with me here. But for those of you who listened to the last episode, you know that I'm quite bullish on crypto as the future currency. I think that it presents a lot of advantages over traditional credit cards. I didn't even really talk about that much in detail, actually. One of the main reasons we like using it is that if we switch to something like PIVX, for example, as a primary form of transaction, we save 3% on every transaction. We can oftentimes pass a lot of that discount on to the consumer, right? But we just basically cut out the 3% that the credit card companies take, which would be fantastic. That's an awesome opportunity for us. So that's one advantage. But one of the big issues is being able to take cryptocurrencies on your website, because fundamentally it requires the ability to process them, right? You need to have some method of transacting those wallets. And while there are a lot of options for custom-built solutions, at the moment, particularly in the early days, I'd much rather have something that's a little more, I guess, robust. And so I reached out to many of you know that we're on the Wix platform. I reached out to our account manager. I was talking to him and I said, what is the story with Wix and cryptocurrencies? And what he said was that Wix had been holding off on developing some of the cryptocurrency aspects potentially of their system because they were interested in seeing how the regulations played out around cryptocurrencies. Frankly, I think that's the wrong way to go about it, because of course the government is going to want to limit cryptocurrencies. That's obviously in their best advantage, right? That's makes perfect sense for them to want to limit cryptocurrencies. And I mean, for one reason, they can't spy on their citizens quite as easily if it's not all done through central banks and such. But more realistically, a fundamental reason why the federal government holds its power is because they're the ones that print money. And if you're saying, well, we've got an entire new system that means that you printing money does nothing and it's just, a valueless choice, they're going to definitely want to stop that. But beside the point, I think that the companies that really honestly are the ones that are going to succeed are the ones that are going to accept cryptocurrency early and are going to push for its adoption faster than the government can, make it illegal, frankly. So, because I think the very fact of them doing that is going to prevent the government from really having the power to do so. But anyway, I digress. So I talked to them and they said that we're really not going to be interested in doing it for a little while yet. And I was so frustrated. He did say that one of their third-party platforms, so you can use either the Wix store's default proprietary system, which is, we like it. We've used it for a long time. It's pretty good. However, they have a bunch of options for third-party payment providers on their own platform that you can use, or third-party stores, and one of them is called Uquid, or Equid. I still don't know how it's pronounced. So I was looking into Equid. The problem is that we would have to completely rebuild our store, the back end of our store, from scratch. Now, the front end probably would look relatively similar to what you see as a consumer, maybe not. But if we were on the Uquid platform, then we could use a third-party integration called Coin Payments. Now, that's, as far as I can tell, one of the best options out there. It's a very lightweight plugin, doesn't do any tracking, doesn't keep, it just literally provides the system to make sure that when you say you're transacting $80, you're actually transacting $80 in that coin of whatever you're working in, right? So in the beginning, I think it's a very functionally simple option. However, I was thinking about this. I'm like, okay, so I don't want to rebuild our whole store on a new platform for a third-party integration for coin payments. And I was looking at coin payments and figuring out what third parties they work with. And I saw Shopify. We have been orbiting Shopify for, I don't know, years at this point. It has been brought up many times that we should be on Shopify through various people. I've always resisted. I've liked Wix. I like the functional capabilities of the design world that we can do on Wix. The unlimited design capabilities is neat. And Wix has made huge efforts over the last 2-3 years that we've really used them to develop new tools. And some of them are really good. Some of them are really bad. The fact that we don't have gift cards is beyond me. But anyway, my bringing on the marketing firm that we did, was 5 months now. Holy smoke. That time flies. Dylan, one of the people that we work with there, who's one of the founders, has at various times and in various ways talked about how much more capable the marketing tools are. Even the same ones we're using on our Wix site are capable of doing a lot more on Shopify. Just because Shopify is a much more open platform. They're much more, they were really designed for e-commerce from the ground up, and they were designed not really to be anything themselves, but to functionally be the structure, the scaffold for third-party integrations, which is a good way to do it. So, it got me thinking after I saw that Coin Payments had a third-party integration with Wix or with Shopify. I started doing more research into all of our third-party apps, whether they're integrated in our website or not. Many of them are not. And every last one of them has integration with a Shopify store directly. So that got me thinking maybe we needed to switch to Shopify. And so I started onto the research of what that would look like, right? Figuring out what it would take, the costs, which are not nothing, and the capabilities of the website. Short version, it's got a steep learning curve for someone coming from Wix. Wix is fantastic for designing a website. It's super easy to create really cool custom layouts. You can affect everything, right? You can take and you want that button somewhere else, you just click on it and you drag it. You want to put a gallery there, perfect, boom, it's there. You want to put a gallery there and you want to change the way it looks, you want to change the dimensions of it, you want to make it tiny, you want to make it big, boom, it's like you just have complete control. It does have its disadvantages in that builder, of course, because it's not optimized for speed, right? I mean, it's optimized so that you can build something custom, but custom things don't build. I mean, if you're building a builder, it's difficult to build that for speed. And I've often struggled with the speed of our website. I think that's something that has been something I pounded my head up against the wall for a while. There's also a lot of tools that we don't have in Wix that I would like to have. And so the more I have thought about Shopify, the more research we've done. And to give you one example, Shopify has a bazillion, like 25 different plugins that allow for a product customizer. Well, one of the big things that has stood in our way as a company for a long time has been our customer service system. And you may say, what do you mean? Well, a lot of our customer service requests, probably 80% of our customer service requests, or 90 even sometimes, are custom orders. It's people sending us their logo and wanting to get a custom order made up, a mock-up made up, and then a custom order link. So Melinda, who's our primary customer service rep, spends all her day making these things. It's a huge aspect. It's a very time-consuming way to do it, and it's something that often has a lag between when the customer initially contacts us and when they actually buy, of days. Well, that's not great. We also don't have the ability to do bulk discounts that are baked into the cart, right? So that when you buy 5 things, you don't need to ask us for a bulk discount code. It just applies the bulk discount. So, in my research on Shopify, I realized that both of those things not only are possible, but there's a variety of tools to choose from, right? There's different providers that provide those tools, so we can pick the best one. And that would functionally allow for someone to go on our website, design a product, like we could have the product line, they could upload their logo could then be, they could position it, they could resize it, they could, pick what they wanted to do with it. Then after they customize that product, they could add 5 of them to their cart and get the bulk discount automatically applied. And they could make that purchase without ever having to contact us. And if they needed help, right, of course we'd be happy to help, we're there, but it would save everyone a lot of time and frankly a lot of headache, because it would just be something that would be a lot quicker. And then Melinda doesn't have to go 3 rounds with, different mock-ups, different design locations and changing things, because of just maybe a miscommunication or a misunderstanding. And so it would really speed up that aspect of the business, right? That's one piece that would be made faster by Shopify. There's other little things that I like personally on shops that I've shopped on that are Shopify, like the ability to click a checkbox at the checkout and have us text you when your order ships. I think that's a fantastic tool. That's way more efficient than emails. However, Wix doesn't have that. Shopify does. So, I'm not saying we're going to switch, but the conversation has definitely begun. And we'll see. I don't know if it's going to happen soon. It might. I don't know how it's going to be. I will keep you guys posted, though, as we evolve on this process. I have looked at this for almost a full week and a half, and I have been looking over what it would be. I mean, we could probably get by with Shopify Advanced, which is, I think, $299 a month, and then we'd probably spend another $500 on plugins, but that's what the cost of business is. Or they have something called Shopify Plus. So Shopify Advanced is $299, and then Shopify Plus is $2,000 a month. It's a lot of money, but it brings with it some advantages. I'm not 100% sure how that's going to play out. But my first interactions with Shopify have been frustrating, mostly because it is very difficult to adapt the theme in front of you to something that is custom. It's very difficult to customize a theme. Now you can change the colors and the fonts and things like that, but that's not what I'm talking about. I want to take the button and instead of it being there, I want it to be there. So we may have to bring on an outside developer, and that's probably just the nature of it, frankly. I just have to keep reminding myself that as much of a headache as this is now, in 3 months or in a month or in a couple of weeks, if we get it all done and we transition over, it will save us a lot of time, a lot of money. It'll make things a lot faster. It'll make things a lot better for the customers. And that's really what this is all about. So I think it's time to build the Shopify store. But I don't know. I'm meeting with a developer later and we'll talk through the details and get a sense of the costs. And if it doesn't happen now, maybe it'll happen soon. But I wanted to keep you guys posted. And if you guys have thoughts on Shopify, or you guys have used it, or you guys have used it and you hate it, or you've used it and you love it, tell me more about that. Because I'm honestly looking for some outside opinion, because there's a lot to this decision and it's hard to really get your arms all the way around it at this particular stage of research that I've done. So thank you guys for tuning back in today. Tune back in Tuesday for our next topic, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button below to be part of our little subscription crew. Definitely hit the notification bell, though, because otherwise you won't get notified. And you're definitely going to want to get notified when we publish new podcasts. If you have any questions or concerns about your leather binder, please feel free to contact us on the main page of our website at murdycreative.co, or you can contact us via our Instagram and Facebook. You can text, email, call, direct message, all the usuals. I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as possible, but we do appreciate your patience. If you have a quick question or something you need to change about your order, you forgot your apartment number or whatever, it happens. Feel free to give us a phone call, 414-434-9001, or you can text that number. It's 414-434-9001. That's available 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we are happy to help. We really are. If you think we deserve it, a good review can go a long way to help us grow our new community. Word of mouth is the best form of advertising. So if you want to leave a review on the podcast that you're listening on, whatever app that may be, that does help. But also if you want to leave a review on the product, please go to our website, murdycreative.co/reviews. You can leave a good review there. You can read all of our good reviews. It'll take you to Facebook, actually, where we use a third party so that we know that people aren't just making them up, or at least you guys know that we're not making them up. If you want to leave a bad review, honestly, please reach out to us first. We want to do the best we can. We want to make sure that everyone walks away from this relationship happy, and we will do whatever it takes. So please, we're committed to that. Reach out to us. We'll fix it. We'll make it right. If you want to share the company with one of your friends or family, definitely go to the top of the website, click log in. Once you log in, there's going to be a panel in the bottom left-hand corner that's going to say rewards. You get 5% back on any purchase you make while logged in. And frankly, if you forget to log in and you make a purchase and you want us to get you those points, we still can. So reach out to us. But otherwise, there's also a share link in that box. If you share that link with someone else and they make a purchase with that link, through that link, I should say, they get $5 off their first purchase, and you get $5 of in-store credit. So it's a fun little way to get rewarded and to share the company, and it really helps us. If you have any podcast topics you want to hear more about, send them my way. I am always happy to talk about just about anything, and it's fun coming up with new topics. So please feel free to reach out to us, leave a comment below, or send us an email, sales@murdycreative.co, and we'll be happy to talk about it. If you're looking for multiple binders, journals, folios, anything like that, ask about our bulk discounts available. Minimum order quantity is 5. It goes up from there, and that's either 5 of one thing or 1 of 5 things. So that's just based off of the total cart quantity to get those bulk discounts. So definitely send us an email. We can get you the discount code. Someday, hopefully, we'll have it built into the website, and that'll be very easy for us all. Also, if you're looking for a custom order, or like a custom logo, I should say, reach out to us. You can send us your custom logo or custom design at sales, S-A-L-E-S, at murdycreative.co. There are no custom order minimums, right? So if you're going to get just one thing with your logo on it, or you're going to get 5 things with your logo on it, no minimum order quantities. It's just a flat, simple fee. Normally $15. It can go up depending on size and complexity, but it's normally a $15 fee for custom logos and things like that. You don't have any custom order minimum, so you can just get the one of them, or you can get multiples. And definitely feel free to reach out to us. We'll get you a custom mockup as well as a custom order link to go with that. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a great day, and goodbye.